What?
Are you set up?
We're recording, man.
All right,
We'll
let's
we'll
start.
we'll, we'll trim it. We'll trim it. Whatever we got to do, man.
I didn't know. This is great.
We're
You start
live.
us off, man.
How was the
Give me your
weekend?
questions.
How was the weekend?
The weekend was fantastic. I feel alive. You have
Oh,
no idea how happy I am.
oh,
The
dude.
dread of the last couple of weeks of summer, waiting for school to start, and then football.
It
This
just
is the biggest I've been into college football in years too.
I haven't followed anything. It's just the logos, but some great games. I mean, Texas, that was awesome. Like, is Colorado gonna
Only
break?
$100, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I saw. I don't even. What is it on? I don't even know what it's for.
Texas to win the Natty.
Dude, I was playing the
I made
tournament
a
and
business decision.
I would look down and there'd be like 75 texts. I'm like, I'm not going back and reading all of this. So just
Oh yeah.
I'll catch up and find out what I'm in for later.
Yes. Well, we made a business decision without you.
So
I
what
knew
was
you'd
it?
be in.
What do we have?
We have Texas to win the national championship 10-1.
Fucking 10-1? Are you
10-1.
10-1?
Do you think it should be lower or higher?
I would probably I thought maybe like 30-1 or something like that. What was it?
They just beat Bama.
No, I know. What was it before they beat Bama? They were probably like,
I think they were like 14 or 15-1.
yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Man.
All right, here's my logic behind it.
Hook 'em?
I gave
Hook 'em?
our friend, we won't mention any names in case anyone watches this, the option of Florida State or Texas.
Okay.
Because 4 teams get into the playoffs now, not 2.
It's 4. Yeah, and they'll definitely obviously have like at least a couple
Texas is still in the Big
SECs.
12.
Who?
Texas is still in the Big
Oh,
12.
yeah, Texas is still in the Big 12. Yeah.
They run the table. I think they're in. And then I think only one Big Ten team will get in, the winner of Ohio State, Michigan.
Probably, yeah.
Or maybe Penn State if there's an upset.
Yeah, Penn State there too, yeah.
Bama's already lost. Georgia has about 75 arrests.
Yeah.
Georgia's on the Urban Meyer documentary track.
Oh, the best. We didn't like the assistant strength coach get caught for speeding, and the head coach was like,
Georgia or Florida?
Georgia, and the AD or someone was like, yeah, we got a speeding problem. It's like at everyone.
I saw one meme because I have multiple friends in Georgia, and it was the Vince Carter. I got one more in me about a Georgia football team getting arrested. Got one more in me.
So,
all right, so here's my logic too. And then the Pac-12 is loaded, so maybe USC gets in. If
USC
runs the table, another Pac-12 teams.
Yeah.
I don't see how Texas doesn't get in the playoff, and then you can hedge out.
I like it. Hey, I'm already in. I'm already in.
We didn't spend 11 weeks together without
to let it ride. It won't be the stupidest bet all year. That's for sure.
How about you, man? How was your weekend? Did you win your match?
No, tied going into 18. I missed like a 4-footer on 17 to go one up, tied, and he took it on the 18th, which actually.
Did you pull the Scotty Scheffler, Tina Green, just couldn't make a putt?
We slapped it all over the place on 18, but it actually works out better because if I had won, I would have had to play next week again, and already Juliana was like, "Wait, I don't get it. Like you played golf all weekend." And I didn't tell her, every time you win, you got to keep on going. That wasn't necessarily clear. So it was like, hey, by the way, if I play well, it means I have to play again. She's like, wait, what? So
is it with handicaps or is it straight up?
This was, so they do the top 2 straight up, and then there's other flights that are handicapped. So I played my butt.
2 flights?
So I was in the second. So I was in the A. There's championship, which is just a bunch of 25-year-old sons of members that shoot 3 under. And then
McNeely's.
Yeah, exactly. So it was good, but we had a huge rain delay, 2 hours. We got soaked. They called us all in, letting the rain pass and the greens dry. So it ended up being a 7-hour round. So that's why I didn't do anything with all these texts because I didn't get to watch football until 2.
Oh, well, you're here now, man.
We're here now. All right.
Sleep?
I got a couple things to on the list. I think we should cover a little bit of college football, the fact that Colorado is going to break Las Vegas. They had 95% of all the bets, and they couldn't even get the line to 3. What the hell is the line going to be next week?
I'm in. I think professional bettors probably took the opposite side.
Right.
They have to be marking the
and just got slaughtered.
Shading the line. Yeah, it's going to be ridiculous. If they keep winning, I think they have Colorado State this week, which they're like 3.3 touchdown favorites.
Yeah, it's gonna be
And
huge.
then it's Oregon USC.
Yeah,
If they beat Oregon and they're undefeated going into USC,
it will be bigger than the Super Bowl. Like the ratings, like the viewers, the handle will be insane. Like,
I love it.
Everyone's just gonna keep on cashing on Prime.
I'm all in. I'm a believer.
Is his son legit? He was
legit.
He was 100-1 for the Heisman like 10 days ago, and now
he's gonna win the Heisman.
And now he's gonna average like 400 yards a game. It's crazy.
I don't think he's gonna win the Heisman, but the Texas quarterback.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, the USC guy, they're not gonna give it back to back.
Yeah, Caleb. Yeah.
But man, dude, what are you in? Are you in on the Colorado hype?
I can't tell.
Not from a betting perspective, just as like a fan.
I think it's funny. I think it's just like he's such a personality. And I went to Amazon Prime yesterday. He's already got his reality show going like live during the season. It's like a Hard Knocks, like at the same time.
Dude.
Like I literally turned it on. It's like Coach Prime. Like, of course he's already got the reality show.
I'm watching Deion Sanders videos and Colorado memes this week than making sales calls. No joke.
He is.
I'm in, dude.
Yeah, you gotta be.
I'm buying the hype. It could explode. It's got the like Urban Meyer Florida trajectory. Like it's gonna work for a couple of years, but when it ends, it's gonna end so badly.
But it's a perfect storm of like the NIL stuff, the transfer portal. So he's just like, let's ride, right? Like who's gonna have more fun? Like our team or like Nick Saban, who's just like cracking the whip, and then you get to go and hang out with like Deion.
Deion cracks the whip a little bit though.
Yeah, but in like a way. Yeah, but like in a more like you're my boy way, kind of thing.
He's got it being. He can tell these guys like I play in the NFL.
Oh yeah.
This is what you have to do. I'm not being a jerk.
Yeah.
You want to. This is it.
Yeah, it's like you want to swag. Like look at clips from '92. Look what I was wearing to Florida State games before it was a thing.
You can't have swag if you don't win.
Yeah.
He is the opposite of Dabo in Clemson.
Oh, just nerd.
Clemson is on the way down, and Prime is on the way up.
Oh, Prime is on the way up.
I don't know if those hand signals worked on the video, but you get my point.
So if this works out, what is it? 2 years at Colorado, and then he gets like an SEC job. Like what's his? What do you think his end goal is?
He's still got to be a liability for some SEC schools.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know.
He's an FSU alum, but the problem is FSU's rocking and rolling. They're not going to fire their coach.
That would be sick. That would be sick. If he.
Florida is the team that should go after him. I don't know if he would go to Florida. They have sucked for years now.
Oh, wait, didn't he like recently say something like he didn't graduate from he's not at Knoll or something like that?
Well, it's because he got his degree from one of those HBCU schools.
Yeah, but he like didn't like claim FSU for whatever reason. But I don't know. It's probably a soundbite.
I saw him talking about it, and he was just not dissing FSU. He was just like, I didn't have my degree from there.
Yeah. It's Florida, entertaining though.
If you're Florida, you make a phone call.
Oh, you have to. I also didn't realize I heard this last week that they didn't have the money to pay for his contract. They signed him, and then went and got the money, and like within a week they had raised like $27 million from donors to pay for the contract. Yeah. No brainer.
Did you see that a year ago at Folsom Field, and then Saturday?
Nuts. Just.
I wish. I mean, we're older now, but man,
could you imagine?
I'm a little jealous when you see the field storm. I would love to be a college student.
Imagine
being a sophomore Colorado.
Just
year they're horrible. And now it's
your whole life ahead of you. The next 3 years, you got Prime.
Game day, Pat McAfee, Big Noon.
Gotta
be the time of your life.
That Oregon and the USC are gonna be just unreal. If they're undefeated going to that USC game, look out. That's insane.
And Gus Johnson's been on the call. It's been fantastic.
Oh, he's going nuts. Prime.
I'll bookmark it later. I have some pro commentary later on the announcers, but let's keep talking about college.
On announcers, I don't have much more. I've watched a little bit of that Texas Bama. I just think it's cool that like Texas is going to be fully in the SEC and like.
How about Matthew McConaughey back on the sidelines? You gotta love it. I haven't seen him since the Vince Young era.
And I was watching sports this morning. They always put him if he's at any sporting event, and you always get a all right from the ESPN anchor. It's like, all right, yeah, that was the easy script.
Here's my Midwest tip for you. Fade Wisconsin. I took Washington State this past Saturday.
Done.
They covered over Wisconsin. I'm telling you.
Don't have to convince me.
All right, next topic then.
No, so what do you got? Insight.
Just new coach, new system.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be great. He's the guy from Cincinnati that went undefeated.
Yeah.
Played at Wisconsin.
Oh, is a Cincinnati coach?
I think his name's Luke Fickell.
Yeah. I didn't realize that.
And he was the guy that took Cincinnati undefeated.
Yeah.
Then obviously goes back to his alma mater.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be great, but rough first year.
Yeah.
They beat Buffalo, SUNY Buffalo, State University of New York at Buffalo. Then Buffalo barely beat Buffalo, like by Big Ten terms, like a couple touchdowns.
Yep.
Buffalo goes ahead and loses to our old rival, Patriot League Fordham this week.
Ooh.
And then Wisconsin.
The Rams.
Yeah. The Rams. Yeah, I didn't know that. So that's my Midwest tip for you because I know you.
I like it. Biased. I like it on the ground. How's Minnesota this year? Gophers.
The 2-0.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what to say. PJ Fleck is not my cup of tea, but
Fleck,
we'll see.
Old Buccaneers wide receiver coach.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Not from the Super Bowl era. What era?
I want to say
like the 10s.
It was like the teens. Yeah, something early teens.
I did not know that.
Yeah. I think that's how we got the insight on what was that? Taylor Johnson that was on the team for like a little bit.
You remember my older brother, right? Little straight edge.
Of course. Ohio.
He just for an example of PJ Fleck and how I don't like him, my oldest brother, who I love if you're listening, he has PJ Fleck's leadership book in his office. So Ooh. That's the kind of guy that likes PJ Fleck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Other than that,
the
NFL. So I don't know. We could tackle this a bunch of different ways. One way I was thinking
you got the floor, dude. You got the floor. Tell me about the Bucs. What?
I am telling you.
Who's that signed by? A-Train? Is that
Mike Allstott signed helmet?
Is that a real signature?
Oh yeah, A-Train.
Dude, I love it.
Dude, I have to say, oh, that hurts. I love it. Honestly, Baker is the guy that they needed coming off of Tom Brady's corpse last year, where like he wasn't running for any first downs. He even stopped doing his little like 1 yard sneak thing, threw everything away early. Baker today, like stiff arm for the first down, sidelines going crazy. This was literally like
that third down scramble in the fourth quarter late when he got like clothesline.
Oh, that one too?
Baker's
yeah.
a
Gamer. And like if they gotten blown out, like Evans was holding out for a contract, he could have just checked out and been like, all right, Monday the agent lobs in, hey, we want, Eagles or bust or something stupid like that. But like Baker's their guy. Like they can just feel they wanted like a young guy, and the defense is good. Bowles is a horrible fucking coach, but he knows his defense. They got the new guy from the Seahawks, young guy, everyone loves him, high energy. Leftwich was the worst coach in history. It was Arians like made Leftwich. I don't know.
I don't even know if Leftwich has a coaching job now.
No, he doesn't. He's unemployable.
Whereabouts unknown.
Exactly. So I took him 10-1 to win the division before the season because I was like, I don't know, worst division in football, 10-1.
The text you ignored was Bucs are allowed to win this division.
Yeah. I did see that one.
Baker is this year's Geno.
Could be.
2 really good wide receivers.
Could be.
Been around the league.
Yeah. There was this whole narrative. I mean, like he's not my cup of tea necessarily if he's not on my team, but now he's on my team. I'm like, oh, fucking gamer, undersized, gonna throw it around the, whatever. So
he's not gonna be scared to make the throws.
Yeah, and everyone was like, oh yeah, like look what he did with the Rams last year. It's like he came in like week 12, he got traded, and he came in like won a game and lost a couple. He won that first one, and they're like, what are you supposed to do? So I don't know.
Have you watched any of the highlights?
Oh, Bucs?
The Bucs.
Yeah.
Dude, that Godwin catch on third down late in the fourth quarter was sick.
to ice it.
Godwin and Evans are
A
awesome.
little tip to himself. I'm not on
Dude,
camera.
Godwin is amazing.
His
I have
hands.
to scroll through my text messages from last year to get that dog photo.
Yeah.
That I always used to send to you.
Yeah.
Dude, I think the Bucks are live. All summer, my goal was I was like, I'm taking the Vikings. I'm from Minnesota. They have awesome home field for week 1 Survivor. This week I got off of it.
Got off.
And I survived in advance.
Got off. Yeah, man. I don't know. They're looking pretty good, but
Did you see my super teas that I sent out?
Which one was that?
I had a couple of them. I sent for week 1. I took when I was in New York. I took Chiefs up to 3.5, Vikings up to 3.5, and Ravens down to 0. I won it. It was probably the worst bet of all time.
Wow, half points on both those first two. Love it. Other side of the hook.
And Bucks ruined somebody's money line parlay.
Oh, I mean, they probably took out a quarter of survivors, right? Like
yeah,
that was probably number 1 or 2.
I think Washington, who I took, was number 1. I took Washington. I just
and probably Ravens too. Ravens, Texans.
Washington, Ravens, Minnesota were in 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Washington. First off, more on the Bucks game. Who do they play next week?
It's in division. I think it's the Saints or the Falcons or the Panthers. I think it's in division.
No, it's not. Hell of a fan. They play the Bears at home.
Oh, it's fucking Bears. Oh yeah, that's right.
They got to be favored, right?
They probably will be. I think probably preseason they were probably like a pick 'em, but Bears are obviously not what everyone was hoping. Week
Justin
1
Fields does not win the MVP.
All right.
What other games you want to talk about?
Yeah, I was looking through. It's like, okay, so Panthers, Falcons. I think Panthers are going to suck this year. Bryce Young is just not an NFL-sized man. But
I think the Falcons are going to suck too.
I think the Falcons are going to suck too, and I think people are going to get suckered into thinking they're better than they are because they won by 14. But I think both those teams.
That game was 7-7 at half.
Yeah, no, exactly. Bengals, Browns.
I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen there. The biggest shock I like the Browns. I can't believe the Bengals didn't do anything.
Zero. New contract, $500 million a quarterback on the field, and it was just a pillow fight out there.
That's going to be the game of the week next week. They play the Ravens at home.
Which one? Bengals?
The Bengals play Baltimore.
Okay, yeah.
Off of getting embarrassed at home. We'll see.
Yeah, a lot of people were on the Browns going into the season. It was the whole, like, don't want to root for Deshaun, but they are pretty loaded. That defense is fucking nasty.
They look great.
Yeah. Garrett's
great. No, I haven't watched the game yet, but
Garrett's a beast. I was in I can't remember what restaurant I was in the city the week after he attacked that Steelers quarterback with his own helmet. Remember that? Mason Rudolph?
Oh, yeah.
When he, like, ripped it off and just, like, lost his mind, like, swung it at him. Like, that's assault, brother. You know? And and I saw him, and he was obviously in New York to, like, get his, like, hand slapped by Goodell. Yeah. And I walked by his table. I was like, you got this, man. Don't worry. And he's like,
you got it.
Yeah, he was in, like, high spirits.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
The Steelers was the game that I was the most shocked with. I actually thought Pittsburgh was going to win.
Dude, everyone was circling that. I've already seen some of, like, the Instagram meme accounts, you know, doing the whole, like, ripping on Kenny Pickett.
I don't know. We'll see. Tomlin, I love Tomlin. He's a great coach. They always get better.
Yeah.
If you're going to get Tomlin, get him early in the year. He's never had a losing season.
Yeah, no, he always finds a way. Didn't he win like 7 of 9 to close out the season last year or something like that?
Yeah, and he had like the corpse of Big Ben for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Dude, game that I watched, first off, I watched the whole Washington game because I had him for Survivor. Take Denver this week. I'm telling you. Okay, Arizona's only touchdown was a defensive touchdown, so Washington's defense played good. Washington's offense didn't do anything against Arizona. Arizona's defense had 7 sacks.
They were up like 16-7 or something. That was they were up like over a score.
Yeah, there was a lot of reverse jinxing going on.
Why are everyone on the Commanders? I don't get it.
For Survivor?
No, well, yeah, I mean, like usually you want to at least say like, okay, good coach, good quarterbacks. Like they feel like they have question marks all over the place.
I took them because I wanted to save all the good teams.
Yeah.
Getting knocked out week 1 and week 10 is the same thing.
Yeah, no, exactly. Sometimes week 1, it's like, let's just take a flyer, right? And if it works out, then we're like, okay, great. I took like a third-rung team out.
Baltimore.
Yeah.
I was like, I can save Baltimore. I'm
save
never going to use Washington again.
Yeah.
So that's why I took them. It was between Washington and Minnesota for me, so I got lucky.
Yeah.
And then Arizona's the worst team on the road. A touchdown underdog.
Who did Arizona even play a quarterback? I didn't see that.
Josh Dobbs, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Oh, yeah.
And they signed him last week.
Yeah.
They cut Colt McCoy.
Right, yeah.
They're tanking for Caleb Williams.
Everyone should be. That kid's going to be a stud.
And then the other game that I watched, so I bought Sunday Ticket. Do you have Sunday Ticket?
Of course.
Oh, my God. I have never had it before because I never wanted to do Dish.
I've done the app for the last few seasons, but like the AT&T guys, like totally, it was so clunky.
Dude, it's amazing.
It's the best. It's the best.
I had multiple screens up. The Charger. Did you watch any of the Chargers Dolphins?
That was the best game. The best
game of the day.
The best game of the day. Like I circled that going into the day. I was like, late slot. This could be a shootout. Like those are two fun teams to watch.
466 yards passing.
Yeah.
If Tua stays healthy, Miami's live, man.
Oh, for sure. That whole division is rough, man.
I know.
Like the Patriots are they're gonna scrap together like something.
Patriots are gonna win something.
Something, right? They're not gonna go 2-15 or whatever it is.
And then San Diego was awesome too, but they always or Los Angeles, excuse me.
Yeah, right. Yeah. No, go for it.
No, I don't have anything else to say. It was just the game of the day.
It was. No, it really bailed out.
About Miami against the Bills moving forward.
What's
Miami should have beat the Bills last year in the wild card game with their third string quarterback. And now if Tua is healthy, I'm a Bills fan, as you know.
Oh, of course.
I'm not sure on the Bills. I don't think this is the Bills' year.
See, and the thing about the game tomorrow is like huge hype from both Bills and Jets. And one of the fan bases is going to be like season's over. The other one's going to be like Super Bowl. And it's going to take a few weeks to play out.
Close loss where it's a battle.
Close loss, yeah, totally.
I'm really worried tomorrow about the Buffalo Bills offensive line. I'm telling you, the Jets are.
Dude, the Jets defense is a live defensive line.
And the Buffalo Bills offensive line is horrible. Horrible. It's their worst position on the field.
Who do you guys have running the ball this year? Cooks?
Cook. Or Cooks.
Cooks?
Hey, Cook.
Yeah, he's cooking. Whatever he's doing.
It's Cook because it's Dalvin Cook and it's his brother.
Yeah, that's right.
And then we got the two tight ends we're rolling out, the DK bros. Dalton.
Yeah. Knox pulled it through. He actually won my fantasy last year.
I think he's going to be a red zone only guy, and I think Kincaid's going to be the main guy.
Yeah. No, because it came down to like I think the playoff was the week that what's his name got Hamlin like went out of the game, so we had to postpone another week, and Knox had like one catch for like 6 yards and a touchdown, and it put me over the finish line to win the turn.
Knox and Allen,
no big deal.
They vacation together.
Surprising.
Little insider tip.
It's a little Romo. What's his name? Bromance.
T.O.
No. The tight end.
Oh, Witten?
Yeah, Witten. Yeah, Romo and Witten would like always go on vacation together.
They did go to Cancun.
Yeah.
Jessica Simpson.
Yeah, remember? Yeah.
I was thinking of T.O. How they talked about how they hang out together.
Oh yeah. T.O. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I love T.O. man.
Oh,
former Buffalo Bills great.
What do you do? A season like at the end? I almost forgot about that.
Yeah, at the end. Remember
oh my god.
The reality show.
I did like
two publicists at Niagara Falls.
T.O. like vintage Cowboys T.O. was pretty sick. He was just a man.
And Niners T.O.
And the Niners T.O. Yeah.
That catch when he was crying. That was Steve Young, right?
98. Yeah, Steve Young. Yeah.
That was awesome.
What the
What else, man?
Rams? What about the Rams?
That was all over Seattle.
Is that a fluke? Yeah, I feel like a lot of folks had Seattle on some survivors and stuff.
It's just the way they won. They killed them.
Killed them.
I thought Seattle was going to be awesome.
Yeah. So like what were the big upsets?
I've never even heard of these two receivers on the Rams. Puka Nakua, 10 catches, 119 yards. First time I've ever heard of him in my life.
Never heard of him. Atwell.
Tutu Atwell I've heard of, but he dominated too. And then DK Metcalf and Lockett did nothing for Seattle.
Yeah.
Puka Nakua, BYU. Never heard of him.
Never heard of him.
Rookie. Drops 10 catches, 119 yards.
There we go. Cooper Kupp, who?
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So that was a big one. There was like what, 3-4 big upsets.
Rams, I think, was the biggest one. It's not an upset, but the Cowboys destroying the Giants is definitely a shocker.
You think? Why does everyone think the Giants are good?
Not 33-0.
Well, yeah. No, totally. But I don't understand why. I mean, I obviously live around a bunch of Giants fans, and they're like, dude, this is the year. It's like, from what? Like, you guys pulled out 4 wins out of your ass last year. Like,
last year.
Totally overachieved. And they give it, like, Jones, like, a big contract. Like, he's a stud. What do you have, like 7 touchdown passes last year? That guy is not good.
I wanted to believe.
That guy is not good. I'm sorry. He is not a good quarterback. Everyone around here loves him for some reason.
I don't know. I'm not a Dallas believer either. What are your thoughts on Dallas?
I like him. I'm like zigging or zagging, whatever it is. Everyone's like, Dak is the worst quarterback in the league. The defense is great. They got great defense. Dan Quinn seems to have something cooking there. He could have gone taken other jobs. He stuck around. Those guys fly around the ball. It's not a coincidence what they're doing. Takeaways for touchdowns, all that good stuff. That's just being aggressive. And I don't know. I think they win the division. I think that the Eagles have to come back a little bit. And I think it's the Cowboys.
I don't think the Patriots are going to be that great, and they almost lost that Patriots game.
Yeah. I just can't figure out. I'm totally blanking on the Eagles quarterback. Hurts. 2 years ago, he was terrible. Last year, he pulled it together. I think it's somewhere in between. I don't think he's a 10-year top 5 guy. I don't see it.
Yeah, I hear it.
He was.
RG3 had that spike year. Some guys just have spike years.
Just have it, right? And he can't run it that much all the time. I don't know.
I agree. What else? What else in the world of sports?
I'm kind of down until the Ryder Cup, man. I've been listening to so many Ryder Cup podcasts. I'm so jacked up about it.
What's your pick right now? USA, Europe.
I'm waiting for the European money to come in, and if it's even money, I gotta take USA. But it was 5-1 12 months ago, and all of a sudden our team is.
Europe's gonna win it.
I definitely think Europe's gonna win it.
USA hasn't won since '92 or something in Europe.
Yeah. And literally, we have 2 random guys win majors, and our team is completely different than what you thought.
True, but I think Harmon will be good over there.
Harmon could be good. I mean, I think they can both be good.
William Clark, no chance in Europe.
Dude, also Zach Johnson. I know he's been an assistant captain for 20 years or whatever, but I don't know if you saw any of that press conference of when they announced the picks. That guy is just a nerdy. Zero inspiration guy who just happens to be boys with JT and Spieth. No, but those younger guys, when he was the 32-year-old veteran, he'd let him stay at their house, during tournament week, and they think he's the man. That guy sucks.
He won the Open over Spieth.
That guy sucks.
I'm not a fan. I don't know why isn't Tiger captain.
Dude, the Tiger captain it's gonna happen. How is he not the captain for Bethpage in 2025?
Yeah, is that what it's going to be? It's got to be. He must have said, "I want to be captain in USA."
It's not announced, but how could it be anyone but Tiger Woods in New York? Oh. They might never hold another Ryder Cup again.
I would love for him to mend fences after the pit. Tiger captain asked Phil to be an assistant. I love Phil.
Phil. So I've been listening to some of these recap podcasts, like the No Laying Up guys that I listen to.
Yeah.
Did a recap. It was like a 2-hour pod of like the last 4 losses in Europe, and they did like a half hour each on like what happened, the captain, all that stuff. They went into the 2014 one that Tom Watson did, where like Mickelson just ripped him a new asshole for like how bad it was, and they went into like all the details.
Is that the one where he paired him with Tiger, even though they never talked about it, like the tournament?
No, it was the one. So Tiger wasn't playing; he was injured, but he literally just like gave the guys like no insight on what the pairings are going to be. Like in between like early morning and afternoon matches, he'd be like, hey, Chris, you're playing with Tom later, and it'd be like, what ball do you play?
So much goes into it because ball.
Yeah, he's like, what ball? And apparently like a couple of the pairings were like going out to the range to be like, let's figure out what ball we want to play.
Well, because some guys are Callaway, some guys are Titleist.
No, exactly. Like spin, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
That was the one where afterwards they said we have to have something.
Yeah.
Pre-tournament.
Yeah.
I love the Ryder Cup.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be.
I think I'm flying out to see you for Bethpage, and then you can come out here for Hazeltine.
Dude, Bethpage is gonna be so insane.
Oh, the heckling is gonna be ruthless.
It's like they might have to like cancel it after that.
But back to this Ryder Cup, Europe's loaded, man. Scotty can't make a putt. I'm making a putt out everything if you're Europe.
Everything. And until he makes them all.
Incredible. I love him. But
yeah.
He can't putt.
So what?
Rahm, Hovland,
Rory,
and McIlroy are better than our top 3.
Yeah. No, like
Brooks just had a kid.
Brooks is the wild card, right? If Brooks comes to play, like, okay, hey, I got invited back onto here. I got to show like what I've got. Like
Brooks is the wild card, but I don't know what you're getting.
I don't know either.
If you're getting Brooks like when he was on the tour with like 4 months to a major, let me just go finish T42.
Yeah. If this is Brooks's like 5th major, if he thinks about it like that, we got a chance. But like, yeah, man, it does not like stacking up.
Spieth, all right, JT. I didn't think he should have been on the team. If Spieth and JT don't show out, it's gonna get ugly for Zach Johnson.
Oh yeah, no, they have to, and they're gonna be in the morning session.
And I think Xander Cantlay will be the other one.
I think Xander Cantlay goes out first group because they're just like a couple of robots, like no big deal. Then you roll in like the JT Spieth. You got to see if they've got it or not. If they've got it, you play them like a couple more times. If not, you just got to sit JT until like Sunday.
Well, Spieth is not Spieth from a few years ago either.
No. We got our names are okay, but when you look at it, you're like, ooh.
Xander Cantlay are awesome, but they didn't win this year either.
Yeah.
And then Burns is a wild card.
Burns the wild card. I don't know who they're gonna pair. Like Morikawa and DJ were a great pairing in Whistling Straits because like Morikawa's just precision guy, DJ just ripping it off the tee. I don't know who like they pair up with. Is it like Homa? What do they do? Homa
and Morikawa, I think, played in the Zurich, I think it is, in New Orleans.
Oh, they're both Cal guys, right?
Both Cal guys.
Both Cal guys, yeah.
Morikawa, great looking guy, great smile. Not gonna lie, he is.
He's handsome, yeah.
He's handsome.
Yeah.
We're both married if you're listening to women. Morikawa, handsome guy. And
absolutely.
He won in Europe. He won the Open. I love it.
I gotta go. I was like, I'm not wearing anything right now.
Here's another name for you, since I know you have a young child. Vincent Norman. He won on the Barbasol. He's on the Ryder Cup. He won the Barbasol earlier this year.
Okay.
Swedish. He just won the Irish Open. Just the name to
watch.
You heard it here first.
Wait, Rory didn't win today? I saw it was on TV for a second. I saw Rory like make a comeback.
No, he actually blew up and had a triple bogey on the 16th hole.
No way.
He was trailing and it was a par 5, and he was going for the green and 2 and hitting in the water. So I think he had to like eagle birdie out to like get it, and he like went for the Tin Cup Hero shot.
See, this is why the pod's gonna be Dad's Talk Sports, because we have to be like I don't know, I didn't watch it. Like what happened?
We're fans.
Couldn't tell you.
Fans.
Yeah. I'll claim 90% coverage, but 10% is gonna be like, yeah, I'm not sure what happened.
Oh yeah, dude. We didn't even know the name of the Bills running back.
I didn't even know the Bucs are playing next week.
Dude, the Bucks win. I'm so happy for you, and I live here. I'm so pumped to talk trash tomorrow.
I needed anything but like them getting blown out, right? Like that's all you can ask for a couple, like a new quarterback, new OC. You just don't want to be like, oh, season's done already, right?
I'm not a homer either. Minnesota has a legitimate home field.
Dude, it got loud. Like the fourth quarter when it was like,
They're one of the tougher places to play.
is it a retractable roof or is it?
No, it's not. But it's glass. It's awesome. It's not retractable.
So it's fully indoors. It's fully indoors.
It's a ton of glass that has natural light though.
Yeah, because I was watching the game and it seemed like I couldn't tell if it was the Dallas situation where they have some kind of hole situation.
All glass, like on the end zones.
Yeah.
So there's a ton of natural light that just pours in. And I don't have my screen up, so I can't see myself. I don't know if my hands were off screen.
I got to the elbows.
Yeah. It's gorgeous, man.
By the way,
come out for a game.
We got some good backgrounds going on here. By the way, I like the bookshelf. Very learned.
Oh, well, Emily my wife took it over. I used to have Flutie Flakes and Josh's Jacks up there, but I had to take them down because she's on a ton of Zooms. I have the Fisher Price Little People Buffalo Bills.
Ooh.
Next week I'll put some more of my stuff back up.
Ooh, nice.
I have an unopened box of Flutie Flakes from 1999.
Those were in your room at Lafayette, weren't they?
Yeah. Got them.
Wait, is Flutie still on the air somewhere? He was on one of like the college like CBS shows or something like that, but I feel like I haven't seen him in a few years.
He might be like the C Crew on CBS Sports Network or something like that. Yeah. Maybe the BC games or something.
Wait, what was your? You said you had commentator, NFL commentator.
Oh, thank you. I totally forgot. I watched
Segue.
The Chargers. I watched the Chargers Dolphins game.
Yeah.
Kevin Harlan, electric. Kevin Harlan. He's my favorite NFL announcer.
Wait, which one is? I'm trying to.
He also does NBA now. He was actually the T-Wolves announcer back in the day when he.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah.
He's just so
Yeah. He's got a good voice. I like that guy.
He's awesome. He's the best one.
Oh.
Way better than Matt Ryan in the booth today.
I guess if you're a quarterback like that, you just have an automatic gig. Like we'll put you in the booth for a year and like we'll just see what happens. Like you got the gig, but never really thought he brought much to the table while he was playing. Like what are we doing here?
Exactly. We didn't talk about Lions Chiefs.
Give
me something.
I have a text being like I think it was Singer or someone was like, you can't bet against the Chiefs. It's like, I don't know, man. They were like 2-15 against the spread last year. Like, yeah, you can make a lot of money betting against the Chiefs.
I just was like, I can't bet on Dan Campbell over Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was a stay. That's why I thought it was a stay away, just because like you could see it going either way. But I don't know.
I'm pulling for the Lions this year, man. I'm in.
That'd be a really fun. Just like let's just make it happen, right?
Well, because you clearly have the Eagles, Cowboys, Niners.
Yep.
Right.
Eagles, Cowboys, Niners. Yeah. Yep. NFC. Yep.
Why not the Lions?
Why not?
I
mean, Jared Goff is the only question mark there, but like they have a great running game.
He looks pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's like he went from looking really good, in that Super Bowl season to being like, oh, was it more McVay than Goff or whatever? But now he's revitalized, man. It's great to see.
I love it.
It'll make Thanksgiving a little more interesting. Like if they're like 7-3 going to Thanksgiving, like if that game actually matters. Lions. Detroit you're talking about now? Yeah, Detroit, because it's always like, the 3-8 Detroit Lions are taking on the
Detroit and Dallas on Thanksgiving will be awesome now.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
And then Kansas City, as a Bills fan, Kansas City and the Bengals lost.
Yeah.
And now their Bills are going to go in and lose tomorrow night.
It's like obviously Mahomes is Mahomes, right? But like the talent around him, like if they were really relying on like Kelsey being hurt, Chandler Jones not in, like the skill players are kind of weak. I would love to see the Chargers take that division.
They lost today though.
Yeah, but like
Chargers are the Chargers.
I for some reason I love the Chargers.
Chargers for 15 years have been so talented, but yet just can't do it.
I remember betting like the house on them in the last like Schottenheimer years when they completely blew that playoff game against the Pats. And they were
I have
like,
a throwback for it. We actually covered the spread when we were in college. When we teased or something the Chargers, and LT took to the house in overtime. Do you remember that?
oh my God, I do. Yes, that's
Do you
right.
remember that game? Yeah.
We had a couple. Yeah, there was a few that season that
Took
were
it to the house in
OT
overtime.
OT
Cover.
touchdown covers. Whereas like you're on the wrong side of the 3.5, and you're like, fucking, you're like, he's gonna fucking do it. He's doing it.
Well, that's why we took Texas, man. I could fly out for the Natty.
Oh, where's it this year?
No idea.
New Orleans.
College football playoff?
Yeah, the championship. Yeah, no idea. I don't know, man. That's all I got. That's all I got. Tennis, Coco Gauff.
I'm in on the majors on tennis. I've never been in the majors now. I'm into it.
Yeah, we watched a bunch of it. But she's rocking New Balance everything. 100%. The Nike guys are like in her house right now, waiting for her to be like, here's $50 million a year, right? Like, there's no way she's not a Nike person.
Young African American,
right? Like they're gonna roll out the Serena hitting with Coco commercial in 1 month, like right before the Australian or whatever it's gonna be.
The Tiger Rory.
Exactly. The passing of the torch. Yeah.
I will tell you, I'm on Sabalenka next U.S. Open. Gets it done.
Yeah, she pounds.
I'm in on Sabalenka.
Yeah. The women's like it's like they're all so close that like the 16th seed like can definitely beat the one at all times. Yeah. I like the
women's is better than men's to watch, to visually watch.
Yeah. There were a couple of good ones.
Because they're attractive. It's just there's more rallies and stuff.
Yeah. I didn't watch any of the men's
great
today.
To see you, man. I don't have anything else to add.
I got nothing. But hey, we covered a lot.
Great to see you.
Covered a lot, man. Hey,
covered a lot. Have a great week.
First time out.
1 of 1.
Well done. Hey, Bills.
We're multi-millionaires that do nothing but play golf all day and have this podcast.
And have this, right?
We're gonna look back on this, man.
The start of something great.
All right, I'm hanging up.
All right. See you, buddy.